exploding just feet away from the entrance of a hotel used by media and international aid organizations. This video captures the full power and force of Israeli bombs being dropped on Gaza. The onslaught is relentless. Around the clock, with no difference between day and night. That's how a senior Israeli Air Force commander described the bombardment of Gaza. And this is the brutal reality of the Israeli barrage. The dead and injured pulled from the rubble, more with every airstrike. Israel has vowed the strongest possible response to the Hamas attacks, and thousands of its bombs have rained down on Gaza, reducing neighborhoods to this. Gaza's health ministry says 2/3 of the bomb's victims are women and children. Gaza's power is out, and very soon food and medical supplies will run out too. Even experienced doctors, hardened by the horrors of war, have been left numb by the bloodshed they're witnessing.
There are moments that kind of take your breath away. You kind of feel winded when you see a beautiful young girl, the braids, the elastic hairband, the pink elastic hairband, as you're trying to clean the face and in your mind, go through your mind, just what are the steps that you're going to need to do to try to put this back together again. And then you see this and you're reminded that this was someone's baby child.
Israel says it is striking key strategic Hamas targets. This footage, released by its defense force, shows its bombs dropping on the Islamic University in Gaza City. The Israeli Air Force says the university serves as a major training center for Hamas engineers and is an important center of political and military power. And this Israeli Defense Force video shows Hamas naval targets, including the Khan Yunis and Gaza dock, being destroyed.
We have no intention to harm civilians. Unlike Hamas, they commit a double war crime. They target civilians, and then, like cowards, they go and hide behind civilians as human shields. So we are actually calling the population in Gaza to move out, get away from Hamas headquarters, move away from Hamas militants. We don't want to hurt any civilians, but if you will stay around those barbaric terrorists, you will get hurt.
But as Israel wages war against Hamas, the threat to its own citizens has not gone away. These Hamas rockets intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome defense system over Ashkelon. There's smoke rising from buildings in the neighborhood, suggesting, though, that some missiles had found a way through to their targets. The horror for Israelis is raw. Each day, more harrowing accounts of the Hamas terror are shared by survivors of the weekend's carnage.
I have a lot of pain all the time. I was attacked by a terrorist when I tried to escape from the road. They just burst into the roads. I saw that there were terrorists in front of me and behind me. I had no choice but to run.
This video of Hamas fighters preparing for their weekend attack will be studied closely by Israeli intelligence analysts for clues that may explain why the country's defenses were breached. Israel's ally, the United States, has warned other countries in the region not to take advantage of this crisis. These are advanced US weapons being delivered to Israel in a video released by its defense ministry. A further sign, if one were needed, that this is just the start of a war that is set to escalate with devastating consequences. Ashish Joshi, Sky News.